In this particular video, we want to talk about steganography. What is steganography in cybersecurity? Steganography can be defined as the practice of hiding a secret data inside a non-secret file, or you can simply say hiding data within data, whichever way you want to understand it. So let's assume that I have a picture of Osimhen, who is a football player, and we successfully, after a successful penetration into a host, let's say you gain access through a host, and then you want to exfiltrate the data. So one of the things that the bad guys will do, a hacker will do, a cyber criminal will do, is for him to actually hide data inside data so that the administrator will not notice it. So let's assume picture of Osimhen is there on our desktop, and then we embed a data within that Osimhen's picture and we move it through the network. So administrator looking at it, monitoring the network, might just see it and think, oh, he just likes the picture of Osimhen, let me move it, without knowing that there's actually a sensitive file that is moved along with that Osimhen's picture. So that is called what? Steganography in cybersecurity. We can call it data masking as well. So, but now, for us to demonstrate this, for you to really understand, we are going to use our penetration testing lab, Linux per se, and use a tool called steghide to do that. So let's go to our lab and demonstrate that so you can see and know how it works. So here now, I'm going to go to my lab. So here I have a tool that I downloaded. So you can download the tool using sudo apt install steghide. So if you are using Kali, you can install this. So install this application, and then after the installation, install this package. I mean to say, after the installation, we run it. We can say steghide, right? Steghide, and then help to see the help menu that we have there. So right now you can see the help buttons, or subcommands of the steghide that we can actually combine. So some of the commands that I'm going to combine to do this, I will show you right here. So I'm going to be using EF, which is to embed. First of all, you have to choose what you want to do. Are you embedding? Embedding means you want to hide. So we use this keyword or this command, embed, and then if you want to extract the data after embedding it, so use extract. So I'm just going to demonstrate. So EF is to embed, and then CF is the cover, like the Osimhen's picture that we want to hide it, so we use CF to hide it there, right? And then when we want to extract it, we are going to use SF and XF, right? So I'm going to show you that. So I will show you right now. So let's go to the lab, and then let's see. We are going to create a file here. We use let's create a file, echo. So I will say echo. I want to believe that you know the basics of Linux commands that you can, or basic Linux commands that you can actually use. So these are some of the basics. So I will use echo. So I want to create a file. Let me just say touch. I will call it staff. Let me call it salary, for example. And you know it's not good to disclose salary of your employees to others. All right. So in that case, let me just say, for example, salary or medical record. Let me use health status. All right. .txt. So this health status now has to do with someone's health. So enter, and then we now do look at the file we have just created here. health status. So we are going to write into the file. Look at it here. So I will copy the file and then we'll write into the file by using echo here. So I will write, for example, let's say that this patient has HIV positive, for example, HIV positive, all right, and then let's say HIV positive, let's say the person is breathing, all right, through oxygen, for example, right? You know, this is a sensitive something through oxygen. Now, what is the person's name? Let's say this person is a top person, all right? It's a top person. You can just say, let's call this person mini god. Don't worry, mini god, all right? Call the person mini god, and then we are done. So right now we put it in double quotes, and then we send it to the file name, right? That's it. So if we say enter, now if we cut that health status, so this, you can see the information we are getting here. So let's assume this is information. Let's say this mini god, for example, is the owner of this organization that we are attacking, and then we want to move this data, all right, out of their position. But then before we move the data, we want to use Osimen's picture, like I explained earlier, to hide this particular data of this health status of this person. So now this is what we are going to do. We now go to the steghide. We say steghide, all right. Here we say embed. You can use embed this way, or if you want to use the other way around, you need to use double hyphen embed, all right. So I can use double hyphen embed, and then I will say ef, all right. Ef means the actual data. So this is the actual data here. That's the actual file. So put the actual file there, and then cf, the cover file. So we want to use Osimen. So this is the picture. So if you look at this place here, I went to this website, I downloaded this Osimen's picture. Here, click on save. So if you say save as, so it will pop up the directory that you want to save it. So I simply call it Osimen, all right. So you can see osimen.jpg. You send it to download. So if I send it to download, I already have it here. So you can see that. So click on save. So having done that, we now go back to the terminal. So when we go back to the terminal, you can see that it appears here. So you copy the file and then you paste it here. All right. So if you click on enter, it will ask for a phrase, password that you need to use. So in this case, I will just use say 1 2 3, enter. It will ask for password confirmation. 1 2 3, enter. And then once this is done, so you can see it tells us that it's done. So we've actually hid the data within Osimen. Are we together? So now for us to extract the data after we have moved this data from the position of this target, we've moved this data out of their server to our own server. We now want to see the data that we actually hid data within data. So for us to do that, we say steghide again, steghide, all right, extract. That's the word to use now. So you see that you use double hyphen and then extract here, and then here we are going to use sf, all right, hyphen sf, and then the name was what? Osimen. So we paste Osimen there, and then we say hyphen again, xf, and then here we can put now my data. Do you understand? .txt. So this is the output that you go and look for, the actual file that you actually embedded inside Osimen. So you can see we hid it. We hid a text file inside an image file. So, but now here we want to bring it back to the image file. So now let's hit enter. You can see it's asking for that password that we specified that time. So let's see if it gives us so now it says done. So now let us say cat this now my data .txt and see if it reveals the information of the health. So you can see it reveals the information. So this is how to hide data within data. All right, thank you for watching this video. So if you know that you want to learn more about cybersecurity and also data exfiltration and also how to remain anonymous, anything that you want to learn, let us know. So we would take you through the training session. We have live training sessions that are ongoing. So if you want to join us, use the comment button to do that, and then we would receive your message. Thank you so much for watching.